Okay, good day everyone. So today I'm going to show you about session in PHP, right? So as usual, I'm going to share you the screen. So I'm going to open Notepad. Okay, right. Okay. So basically today we're talking about session. So session is actually something like a variables that can hold a value. Okay, as for example, you're going to have A storing something. For example, John. Okay. It's similar to session whereby you're going to have session. Okay, so you're going to have these square brackets, and here is the key. So for example, you're going to give it an E, right? Or have a user. Okay, so you have this double quotation, so this is a string, or else it's going to assume as a constant. Okay, so basically in order for you to have a session, you need to start the session. Right, session underscore start. Right, so but you're going to have a session destroy, so you're going to have session destroy, which is this one. Oh, destroy. Okay, so I wanted you to have a look at these both lines, right? The first one is start, and the second one is session destroy. Okay, so basically if you see here, when we talk about session is normally used as part of the security in a web based system. um, it will check for whether the session is empty or not. If it is empty, it's not going into the web page itself. All right, so because a session allowed is a variable that allowed a different page to call for that variable, right? So for instance, you're going to have this one, the signed user is equal to uh, Ali, right? And then you're gonna echo $e, right? So I'm gonna save as htdocs ss.php. Okay, so I'm gonna run it. Okay, run the screen. Okay, but before that, I'm going to show you, right? So ss.php. Give me some time. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, I'm having some problems with the computers. Okay, wait for a while. htdocs. Okay, ss. Okay. Right. So you are having dollar sign user, okay, with the value of Ali, and then you're going to echo dollar sign user. So the output in the browser, if you run ss.php, is going to be Ali, right? So what about if I'm having another notepad, right? So I call it as sss.php. Okay? So I'm having sss.php. So hopefully you can see that. Wait, let me share the screen. Okay. Right. So this is okay, this is sss.php. So if you see here sss.php, right? So just now you have declare a $ user which hold Ali as a value. So is it possible for you to echo $user, right? Is it possible? It's not possible for you. It's going to be undefined variables, right? So I'm going to choose screen. Okay, choose this one. Share application. Okay, so if you see here, right, I'm going to run the sss.php undefined variables. So, session variable, a session variable is the solution. So you store Ali in the sign user, and then you wanted to echo the Ali in the different page, which is in the sss.php, but it's not possible, right? So session variable is the solution. So let's look at back um, on the code. Okay, right? So you have ss, right here, right? Okay, so I'm having here, right? So if you want to use a key, so I delete everything. Okay, I want to have this session, and then just now I call it as a user. So I assign to Ali, right? Okay. So if you see here, I'm storing Ali inside user, which is the key for the session variables, right? But you need another, and you need one thing in order for you to use this line, these session variables, right? So you need to start the engine, which is session underscore start, right? So session underscore start, and then you CV, right? So then uh, you can expect that I'm going to echo the session user, okay, which consists of Ali in another page, right? In the sss.php. Yes, that's right. Okay, but there let let us switch to sss.php screen. Okay, so in the sss.php we have echo $user, right? So we wanted to echo a variable, right? $session user. Let's see it. Okay, I'm gonna run it. So I'm gonna share you the screen. Okay, right. So I'm acting is so this is sss.php, right? Okay. So this is sss.php. I'm expecting it's going to be a problem, right? So undefined variable sessions, because there's another thing that you need to do is actually to also start, okay, to also start the session on sss.php. So whenever page you wanted to use session, you must make sure that you have a start, right? Okay, session start, right? So then, okay, okay. So here, save it. Where? Oh, sorry. Sometimes this. Oh, So now I'm actually echo $session user, right? So I'm going to share you the screens. Okay. So if you see here, okay, in the SSS.php, right, it's going to be Ali, right? Because I have started sessions. Okay, right. So let's go into a context of login, which is normally we apply a session, right, in the login web page, right? So let us having another screen, another notepad, untitled. Okay, so we have PHP, right? So we want to have a forms. Okay, so just save it as uh, lock.php, right? So it's okay to have a .php format extension. Okay, so because I wanted to have this, right? We have learned how to create a form. So we need input type text. So let's assume we have a very simple login. Okay, a very simple login, just one box. Okay, it's the same things if you have another box which is a password, but let us be very simple. New lock, right? Now, if you run the programs, we're going to have a box and a button, right? So let us put an action. Where does it goes? So I put it as a lock a.php. Oh no, let's just valid.php, right? So and the method is post. Okay, right. So we are having this. So it means that whenever we click something in the text box, it will bring the data into the valid.php. So that means we need another page which is valid.php. Okay, I'm going to create one. You're not going to see on the screen because I didn't share. Okay, for a while. Check valid.php. Right. So now I'm having this page. Okay. Right. So so if you see here, right, so show you the valid.php. Okay, so remember we are taking, okay, is user, right? User, okay. So we are having if and these conditions, else then what they do, right? If $user is equal to Ali, then header, okay, and we have this one, then we have location, uh, home.php. So you can see we have home, so I have to create another page which is called home, okay, and then we have else, we go to a field.php, right? Location field.php, right? So this is the very basic things. Hopefully no syntax. It's okay, we just run and we see if we got any syntax error here. So what I'm doing here, I'm having the $ pools to the user and storing the user. Okay, if user is equal to Ali, then you go to home.php, else it's going to go to field.php. So inside this line, I'm going to create a session, right? So session underscore start. Okay, and then dollar sign underscore session. Okay, so I'm having the same name. You can have user or anything, but I'm just having a user. Alright, so it's easy for me to remember. Okay, okay, so it says that if the page is so is the page if the user is equal to Ali, then it goes to home page and read the sections. Okay, so say I will create another page which called a simple page, right? So address as a home.php. Okay, right. I just write here home page. Okay, done. And then another page is fields.php, right? Equal field. Okay, so I have home, I have field, right? Go. Okay, I will check first. Let me check. This one close, this one close. Oh, too many files I have to open again. Sorry, guys. It's the log file. Okay, log, and then another one is log A. Oh, valid, valid. Okay, right? So, okay. Save. So we check on the log. Valid is login. Names user actually location method is closed. We go into the log the page. Okay. Okay. So Azim. Nice. Give me some time. I'm fixing the codes as well as the files there. Oh, uh, sorry guys, I'm having the wrong action and input. It should be in the forms, right? Okay, so let me share with you again. Code. Um, no wonder there's a problem. Okay. Okay, this is log. Okay, okay, right. Oh, my battery is low. Okay, this is actions and the method is post. All right. Previously it was here, right? I overlook at it, right? But that's okay. You should put it in the forms, right? That's normal if you use a Notepad +6. Okay. So what I do here, right? So I'm gonna log into log, go to log.php, put the wrong name, it goes to field page. Okay, put the right names into the home page, right? Okay, I'll share with you the screens. Okay, but in the meantime, give me a few seconds because I need to take the plugs. My power is almost out. source. All right, so I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so okay, I'm sharing the screen. It's okay, right? So now we are log page, right? So if I put A or I, it goes to the field page because the code says that A is a capital letter, right? A is a capital letter, so it goes to the home page, right? But if you wrote really wrong name, it goes to a field page, right? So right, it's a home page. Okay, so for the session things is actually I wanted to show you if I opened, okay, if let's say if you want to log in into the home page, so probably you need to have the correct username, right? But here I can simply go to the page. Wait, home page p. Okay, I can go to the home.php, right? But in a system, you should log in. You should not go to the home page by just writing the URL. So that's why we need to embed the session things, right? So what we need to do, if you see back on the code, okay, so we wanted to see that, okay, if in the home page, if the session is empty, right? For example, right? So you can have like if the session is equal to what, if the session is equal to this name, right? So here I'm just make a session empty. I said this is just to make you understand the basic concepts, right? Then you can, after you understand the basic concepts, you can manipulate the things, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you back the notepad in home page. Where's the home page? Come on, home page. Okay, I need to open home and then field page. So where's field? Okay, here is field, right? So I'm going to show you the home page, right? So where do we put the session? Okay, this is the home page, right? So the questions is where we put the session. Okay, so we wanted to see is that if session is empty, then you can't access to the home page, right? So we have the session start, right? Remember, you need to start session, and we have a simple if to check, right? With $ underscore session a, which is just now is user, right? A is empty, then you go to log.php, right? Okay, right? So session start, and then if session is empty, it goes to a log.php. All right, but if not, then it just proceed to the home page. Okay, right? So a session has been created just now, right? So in this case, the home is not you can still access the home page, right? Session is still there. So what I do, guys, I'm going to in the home page, I'm going to do a link, right? The HTML links. So I need the HTML text, right? HTML, right? So we have here ahref is equal to logout. So that means I have to create another page for logout.php. Like this is everything. Logout. Not beautiful, yeah, because we don't focus on the user interface, but we focus on the functionalities, right? So that means when I run the home.php, right? When I run the home.php, okay, I'm going to have a logout there, right? So can see here, tab. So it's going to be a logout in the home page, right? So you can see right there, this one. So that means here I will create another page called logout.php, right? Okay, so what does logout page do? Right, I'm going to open a save it. See first, share the screen first. There's the page. Oh my god, these tools. Okay, right. So okay, wait for the page to appear. Okay, so I'm going to destroy the session. Right. But in order for you to destroy the sessions, logically there must be a session there in this page. So you have to start the sessions, right? Right. So because I want the key, so I want to check if it is empty or not. Right. So save it at logout.php, right? So session underscore start, session underscore destroy, and then go back to okay, refresh, want URL lock.php. Okay, right. So I'm gonna have a complete system, right? Something wrong with the code. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, right. So if you see here, if you check back the page, I'm going to show you the page back, right? In the meantime, let me check the code, right? But while waiting for the browser to come out to appear. Okay, you know, right? Now you are on the screen, but let me explain a bit about the code. In the valid.php just now, you create the sessions, you put you Hali into the session. So a session is start until you goes to a home page, and there is a home page. When you click logout, then only it destroy the session. So so the home page says that if the session is empty, goes to the logout page. So we want to test. Let's see if there is any issues. First things we start with empty fill page, right? So let's just refresh with Ali. So you can see, right, there's another page. So I open another page. Okay, if you can see on the screen, I open another page. Tab, new tab. Okay, so this is the new tab. Okay, just now is the home.php. I'm going to write again the same thing, home.php, right? So home, see, just now is a home.php as well. This one also a home.php, but I open a new tab, I click enter, right? Okay, sorry, let me check. Something is wrong there. Okay, check in the code. Oh, okay, log php, home.php, home.php. Okay, right. Give me some time to check something's wrong there. Okay, right. Okay. Okay. Page. Shares. Give me some time there. I need to fix this. Okay. Okay, right. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm confused with the uh, system. Right. Okay, I think I'm going to share entire screen just to show that um, uh, this is the home PHP, right? And this is the home PHP. Okay. So when once log out, okay, so this will log out as well. Okay, I'm going to explain again. This is see, you can see the two different things here, right? This log PHP, right? So for this log PHP, okay, just write Ali. So it goes, when it goes, it creates a session. So session is not empty. So when you want to access the page in the home.php says that if the session is not is empty, it goes back to log. But now the session is not empty. So it straight will go to the logout page. So you can see. So here, if you log out, you destroy the session. So if you try to refresh home.php, now the session is empty, it brings you to log.php, right? So, okay, so this is what I mean by the session. This is the very basic concepts of sessions. Okay, so you can manipulate the sessions by destroy the sessions or unset the session and so on, right? So you can see the rest in your notes, right? So if you still remember, we have the unset for example, let me share you the screen. Just we have this one, right? A, we have this one, unset $sign A, you remove something, okay? You can also have unset underscore session and this one. Oh, sorry, and this one, for example, right? So it will clear the sessions of with user key, right? Okay, so I think that's all for today, guys. Hopefully you understand. Um, okay, bye bye.